actually did, like, check out Poker Face or whatever, whatnot. And yes, it was the episode I never saw before. I think that was the last episode. But this, like, um, person was a killer. You know what I'm saying? Was like, the real deal, you know what I mean? But she was fooling this woman. You know what I'm saying? She couldn't even tell her tales for nothing. You know what I'm saying? Real though. I mean, like, she was looking for the mob boss and all that. You know what I'm saying? Because that was her target. That was her main target. You know what I'm saying? So she can be friend this woman on the other episodes and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Up there, like, you know what I'm saying? Just like, really, like, like, we fixed her, like, personality or whatever, whatnot. You know what I'm saying? That, like, she was, like, cheery and all that, you feel me? She was acting like she was, like, like, another person, like, you know what I'm saying? Just like, you know what I mean? Like, she wasn't a very violent violent person at all. You know what I mean? For real though. But hey, her nickname was the Chameleon, so she could fool anybody. You feel me? For real though. I mean, like, dang, she took her right to her target's house or whatever. You know what I'm saying? She already got her target. Her target was like, you know what I'm saying? Limped up in that chair, you know what I'm saying? She was already deceased or whatever. She moved that fast or whatsoever. You know what I'm saying? And then, like, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? She went up in, like, the target's house or whatever, whatnot. Seen her dead on the, like, chill or whatever. And she went back outside. Next thing you know, Shorty was gone. You know what I mean? And, like, she changed her, like, changed it to this, like, black outfit or whatever, whatnot. So I was like, what? Then I already knew it was her. You feel me? For real though. I mean, like, she acted like somebody was like pointing a gun at her head, but no, that was her. She pointed the gun right at her head with the silencer on it. You know what I mean? And then next thing you know, Charlie. I mean, like, yeah, that was the woman's name or whatever on Poker Face or whatever. She thought it was somebody else doing it, but no, it was her all along. You know what I'm saying? So she just like revealed herself or whatever, whatnot. You know what I'm saying? That was like something else. I was like, dang. I was like, dude, her Poker Face didn't like work that time. You know what I mean? For real though, to get manipulated like that. Wow, that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? It was like something else. Or whatever, whatnot. You know what I mean? She was about to kill Charlie, you know what I'm saying? But Charlie, like, had the upper hand on her. You know what I'm saying? Because he always, like, get the cops' attention or whatever, whatnot. You know what I'm saying? For real, though. I mean, every episode she always out, like, smart. That, like, person. You know what I'm saying? That's trying to actually, like, kill her or whatever, whatnot. You know what I'm saying? So, she took, like, Charlie hostage or whatever, whatnot. You know what I mean? For real, though. And she tried to, like, she drove, like, right to the cliff or whatever. She was finna, like, fake the cops out. The brakes was, like, cut or whatever, whatnot. You know what I'm saying? The plan to go, like, it's supposed to or whatever, whatnot. You know what I'm saying? She tried to, like, press the brakes and, like, you know what I mean? Charlie hurry up and, like, she hopped out that cool real quick before I, like, went off the cliff or whatever or whatnot. But Charlie was, like, in a dangerous situation still because he was hanging on a, like, cliff for her life or whatever. She was glad that the cop, like, called her. You know what I mean? Because, like, oh my goodness, whatever happened to that woman, like, shoot, like, that car went down her and it, like, blew up. Boom! You know what I'm saying? For real though, I was like, dang. But this the thing though. You know what I mean? They didn't even find no dead body down there. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, it's like Shorty completely disappeared. I'm like, what? I'm like, Oh my goodness, she cannot be that good. But if she end up on another episode, oh snap, she gonna be on the hunt for Charlie. Oh my goodness, it's gonna be crazy. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, I did check out Twisted Metal, and it was a series. Not saying I have 9 more episodes to watch because it have 10 episodes on season 1. Not saying Ronaldo. Right after I watched an episode of that, you know what I'm saying, I watched Love Hurts. You know what I'm saying? I told you that I was gonna watch that or whatever, and it was good. You know what I'm saying? Although I was dozing off on certain scenes of the movie or stuff like that, but it still was good. You know what I mean? Shoot, it was really something. I did actually drink some tea when I got back home, but that stuff didn't work. You know what I'm saying? I was dozing off like a mother, for real. But you know what I mean? But I bounced back, you know what I'm saying? For real though. You know what I mean? Shoot. Yeah, I'm glad I did that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Just did it or whatever went on. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that was a good movie though. That was a good movie. You know what I mean? Now I'm you know what I'm saying? Just up there, just chilling or whatever. And I'm watching skits from Black Badger. I watch skits from Mikey and Wyatt or whatever. I watch a skit from Miss Sade. You know, she ain't for real though. You know what I'm saying? Because I wanted to go ahead and watch that or whatever. Because I was watching gameplay from Lauren Z side. You feel me? For real though. Early in the morning. You know what I'm saying? For real though. Yeah. But now I'm still watching Black Badger or whatever, whatnot. And that shit, yeah. And this shit is I think an hour or too long. You feel me? But that's okay. It's like a half an hour, but it's all right now. I'm watching. I am not playing. I'm for real. No cap. You know what I'm saying? No getting no bap in here. You be for real though. Not on that channel. You be for real though. But anyway, so now I was just at school, whatever, whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Earlier, you know that. Nah, I didn't even get tired or not like that. Thank goodness. You know what I'm saying? Cause it's really something. For real though. Plus, I'm a teacher that dang got my own bull, you feel me? Because you know what I'm saying, the other time, when I was dozing off and sleepy and stuff, you know what I mean? And now went to sleep or whatever. You know what I mean? Past 9 o'clock and all that stuff, you know what I mean? Walking to class and you're already hit 11 something, you feel me? For real though. So yeah, I don't wanna start thinking that I'm on that bull, you know what I mean? For real though, because I'm not on it. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, yeah. Shoot. I'm yeah, I'm a you know what I'm saying? I just go you know what I'm saying, and keep my foot in the door, you feel me? For real though. Shoot. Yeah, actually did try to get people put up in the door or whatever, whatnot. And that shit for a year or two, they do a good job. You know what I'm saying? Any other year, I don't know. I do not know what happened, but it's they end up messing up or whatever. So I'ma just go ahead and just continue on doing my thing for my teacher or whatever whatnot. You know what I'm saying? But it doesn't mean that I was go ever stop. You feel me? For real though. Because I'm not gonna stop training with my teacher and teaching the kids or any of my other classmates. like, moves and stuff like that. You feel me? This is fun for me. You feel me? Plus, just like I said, I mean, like, this is my dream, and I'm not gonna let it go to waste. You feel me? But anyway, like, comment, and subscribe. If you enjoyed the video, hit the bell notification so you see my next upload and my next post. And I'll make sure I make another one tomorrow. And oh yeah, you can check out my previous videos if you like. So long, farewell, goodbye.